Good evening, and welcome to another edition of Who You Got. As always, with me, Deuce Johnson, and I am Steve McFadden. This show is made possible by our sponsors, FantasyTeamZone.com and KingofTheHillFootball.com. Our guest sponsor of today is Starbucks. Starbucks reminds you to drink coffee so you feel better about yourself. Son of a bitch, that's hot! Okay, Deuce, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Tennessee and Miami, who you got?
I believe I'm going to have to go with Dante Culpepper, and I think they're going to get it rolling. Miami, absolutely. Chicago and Minnesota, who you got?
Chicago's defense is too good. I'm going to take Chicago. Carolina and Tampa, who you got?
You know what? I think Carolina gets it together. I'm going with the Panthers. Washington and Houston, who you got?
God, I hope the Panthers win. I have $1,000 in that game, and if I don't win, I'm going to kill myself. Washington at Houston. Washington, the best 0-2 team of football. Clint Bortz is back. I got Washington. The Jets at Buffalo. Who you got?
You know what? I just love to say the name Jericho Cotchery, so I'm going to go with the Jets. Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. Who you got?
From year to year, everybody wants to know, how do you stop 85? I got Chad Johnson and the Bengals. Green Bay at Detroit. Who you got?
You know what? This one's a little bit of a tough one. I'm not quite sure. You know, I know that we've kind of split on our decisions before, and I'm not quite sure who you might be in favor of. But I think I'm gonna go with Detroit, though. I'm gonna take Detroit at home.
If Detroit wins, I'm never talking to you again.
All right, then let's the next game. Jacksonville at Indianapolis. Who you got?
Peyton and Indy's offense is too good. I'm taking Indy. Baltimore at Cleveland. Who you got?
Well, seeing how Cleveland may be one of the 2 or 3 worst teams in football, I think I'm gonna have to go with Baltimore. Philadelphia, San Fran. Who you got?
Donovan and Dante. I got Philly. The Giants at Seattle. Who you got?
You know what? This game's a little bit partial for me. I really liked the Hawks last year and everything.
Have you read this book?
Everything that they did to get ready for the Super Bowl. So I think I'm just going to have to take the Seahawks on this one. I think that they'll do it again and recreate that magic from last year.
I can buy that.
St. Louis at Arizona. Who you got?
Arizona's going to go 2-0 in the new home. I like the offense. I like the Cardinals. This Sunday night game, Denver at New England. Who you got?
You know what? Tom Brady at home. Denver can't score a touchdown. How can you go wrong? Got to go with the Pats. Atlanta, Monday Night Football at New Orleans, opening up the new Superdome. Who you got?
Oh, when the Saints come marching in. A lot of motion. I got New Orleans. And that's a wrap for this week. Thanks again to our sponsors, KingofTheHillFootball.com, FantasyTeamZone.com, and of course, Starbucks. Thank you, and we'll see you next week. Keep it real.